how HP SiteFlow helps you overcome today's key print challenges. Every year, there are 3 print challenges that appear time again. These are customer onboarding, dealing with a high number of small jobs, increasing throughput, and shortening production times. These challenges are only ever going to get harder unless print service providers invest in true end-to-end print workflow automation. In this short video, we explain why. Too many print service providers are still using email to onboard their customers. This is unfortunate because due to the unstructured nature of email, they tend to provide minimal information to specify job requirements, and no 2 customers ever supply information in the same way. This can quickly lead to chaos, which in turn can lead to costly mistakes. In contrast, HP SiteFlow allows printers to quickly onboard new customers and brands in a matter of hours, and then receive job requirements and files in a structured way, regardless of the customer's preferred upstream submission method. Here's how. First, some pre-work. Once these steps are complete, orders can flow seamlessly from order receipt to shipping. First, let's create a SKU and a product. You can create a SKU that is standard for any order of that type of product, or create custom SKUs and products per brand and customer. A SKU can be associated to any product like a business card, label, or book. Once trained, you can create these in minutes. For this demonstration, we'll create a SKU for a custom book. Before finalizing the product, you will need to assign attributes needed for production. Attributes are tags that help you and your workflow handle the product in an automated way. An attribute may be anything from a substrate, a size, a color, a binding style, finishing setting, or anything you want. There is no limit to the number of attributes you can assign.
How do you process 2 million personalized items a year? We're about to do it this year. That would be a difficult challenge without SiteFlow. Where we've really won is, in SiteFlow terms, is how easy is that onboarding process when it comes to adding new projects and adding new volume. It's quite a powerful sales tool when we can go to a client who's having to deal with the development of a new product. So if we get on the journey fairly early on with those clients, it's nice to know that they've got a production partner in the background and just take care of everything else. And that taking care of everything else is, here's our API set, when you're ready, just deliver us something down and we'll go off and test it for you. We'll get the challenge right, we'll get the onboarding process right, and we'll get the daily production of it right with SiteFlow.
Recent research by Keypoint Intelligence found that European and North American commercial printers average 3,051 jobs per month, with the largest producing 8,317 per month. While these startling numbers continuing to rapidly rise year over year, it's clear that print service providers must eliminate manual processing to ensure efficiency and profitability. The solution to this problem is batching. Batching allows print shops to combine many small orders into a larger print job and therefore longer and more efficient print runs. Under the work plan, we can assign all the necessary tasks and logic that the order must go through. From content ingest to pre-press, printing, production, and assembly. Drag each task that the product component should go through and instruct how it should be handled or processed, along with embedding any conditional logic or skip steps required. Whether it's a repetitive low-value task or a complex time-consuming file that needs to be prepared for print, SiteFlow and its complementary solution AutoFlow will automate file prep from hours to seconds, all while using the same work plan to dictate settings and materials for each stage in the production process. To make HP SiteFlow time savings tangible, we commissioned Keypoint Intelligence to identify bottlenecks and their hidden costs by establishing what the average time it took an operator to complete a task per job was. Using this data, Keypoint Intelligence calculated the savings of automating 3 common pre-press tasks: file retrieval, pre-flighting, and imposition. Assuming an average salary of $53 or 45 euros an hour per employee, Keypoint Intelligence calculated the following. When you think that the average printer is running upwards of 3,000 jobs per month, you can see how these time savings can soon add up to the number of full-time employees required. Old school capacity planning is broken. Too much time is spent inside of print shops trying to wrangle the production schedule to fit the shop's capacity while meeting customer due dates or service level agreements. This approach simply doesn't scale when dealing with daily job counts in the thousands. Scheduling for digital print operations should be dynamic, intelligent, and automated, where the initial plan is automatically created based upon these due dates and SLAs. Now, when someone orders a custom book, you will automatically receive the order in your SiteFlow account, which can then trigger a message back to your upstream or downstream system. From there, the book is automatically grouped in buckets with similar orders and attributes and is then batched once a quantity threshold or a time limit has been reached. This enables you to handle fluctuating volumes with ease. Once the threshold is reached, the bucket of orders will automatically be batched, barcoded, imposed, and dynamically scheduled. This minimizes touch points, reduces print waste, and optimizes the production process. With all of this automated, employees can focus on higher value tasks. Based on recently conducted surveys, the answer is a resounding yes. In a recent NAPCO white paper, survey participants with highly automated workflows reported, on average, producing 355 jobs per day, compared to those with low automation setups, who produced 125 jobs per day. While research by Keypoint Intelligence found that companies with annual revenue growth above 10% were more likely to use electronic scheduling. Growth print service providers averaged $27 million in revenue versus $7 million for those in decline. That equates to an astonishing $20 million gap. Finally, here's what our customers had to say on that topic.
The beauty of PrintOS SiteFlow is because everything is so automated, it's a lot less labor to get a job out the door. The volume of labels that we produce is approximately 50,000 labels a day. The business impact is incredible. We've grown at least 30 to 40%. Inkworks alone will increase $1 million in sales, and we've only added one employee in the process. It's incredible.
The HP PrintOS SiteFlow was a game changer here at Superior Packaging and Finishing. Some of the challenges prior to the installation were long implementation timelines. We've seen that drastically reduced, in some cases cut in half and more. The HP SiteFlow has allowed us to manage our clients' orders in a much better real-time process, and this is a fully integrated solution with an API tied directly to the customer. It's also cloud-based. I would absolutely recommend the HP SiteFlow product to other print service providers.